Okay, so here we are with messy hairs. Yeah. Okay. Let me just share my screen and after that we can start. Okay, so that's great. Yeah, so good evening and welcome back to our fourth day for HTML CSS Essentials. Today we are going to cover all the stuff that we haven't, and like tomorrow we have a project, remember? So for that we are just going to do a little bit of preparation for our project. I will just show you the project one more time. Let me just pause this video. Yep, good evening, good evening. That's be great. So welcome back everybody. Yeah. So remember, have you heard about like something called Flex? We are going to learn about Flex, divisions, and we will create a card by the way today. We're just going to create a card and I will try to give it a little bit of animation as well. So we will have an animation as well for the card. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So, yep. Hi, good evening. And by the way, don't mind my hairs today. Yeah? They're a little messy. Okay, that's great. So let's start by the way. And by the way, I have an announcement for you. Like the announcement is really exciting and little bit scary for you as well. And I'm just going to announce the winners in the middle of the session so that you have to watch the session to know about the winner. I'm just going to create a new folder today. So let's just create a new folder, A4, and let's just open our folder here. Right click, show more options, and open with code. Like we are doing this stuff from since day one, so I'm pretty sure that you're not having any kind of doubts in this part. So here we are, and I'm just going to create a new file, index.html, and let's just open this thing. Let's just create a very basic HTML layout, and after that we will go live. Till my VS Code is loading, let me just go through the chat. Yeah, little bit of animation we are going to do by using CSS. So like remember yesterday we were writing our CSS in the same file. Today we are just going to move our file outside of that HTML file. Yeah, that CSS one. Like we are going to create a separate file for CSS. And also we are going to, I'm just going to tell you about more types of selector. Yeah, I think yesterday you had an assignment. For the assignment, you have to visit that one link. So by the way, let me just tell you how to mark your attendance. So you will see a one link here. Just open this one link, and here you will get everything related to our assignment, everything related to attendance, and also related to the groups. Here, from here, you can basically join the group, and on the group we have our all of the quizzes and all. So like all the winners. So winners are coming from these Telegram group and WhatsApp group. And as soon as all the sessions are completed, you can basically download your certificate from here. So here you will find a button to download your certificate. Yep. So here we are at the day 4. So let's mark attendance together. Just mark attendance here. The scale. So like how much you like this session. So I'm just going again with the 10 here. And are you interested in 6 months of Let's Upgrade Full Stack program? So I am really excited for this program because it's job ready. So I'm just going to mark yes. And if you have any suggestion for me for Let's Upgrade, you can just select a suggestion here. For now, I don't have any such suggestion for myself, so I'm just going to submit. So that's all. So attendance is marked here, and that's all about marking the attendance. From here, you can join the group, like you have the groups here. And by the way, you can refer us to earn more value coins. By the way, it's not necessary to download the certificate for now. So like, if you just want, like, if you're greedy enough for more value coins, you can anyways refer and earn. So refer it, like it's the basic referral program. So okay, sir, you had not provided the question. Okay, no worries. So today you will get the assignment, so don't worry about that. Let me just go through the chat. Yeah, so मैंने assignment send कर दिए हैं. Okay, Saurabh, that's very great. Yeah, good evening. So shall we start by the way? So like आपकी permission हो तो yeah. So let's just create a very basic layout here, and I'm just going to type here day 4, and let's put an emoji here, like the excited one, and I'm just going to put a h1 here because I like h1s a lot. Day 4, Today we are going to learn about, let me just create an unordered list here. So why, yeah, we can use it, li, one more li. Today we are going to learn about something called div, yeah. And after that we will learn about something called flex, because we will require flex for our project work. And we will also learn about CSS animation. Okay, these three things. So let's just go live. And also we will also like learn about what you say, li here, one more li here. We will just learn about more about CSS and same. So we'll start with this one and then we'll move to the next topics. That's all. So let's just see. So like we can use it. We are creating a HTML file. Why don't just write our whole syllabus here? So let's just target the first one. More about CSS. So remember yesterday. So yesterday we were using a style tag here, as style and style style tag, and we were basically writing our CSS here. And to basically style anything, what you have to do, you have to target that particular thing that you want to style. So let's suppose I just want to style this heading. So I'm just going to go here and I'm just going to put h1 here. So it will basically target all the h1s in my website. So right now I just have a single h1. So just going to target that. Let's just give it a color, and the color, let's just go with blue violet. Okay, and let's just also target, I'm just going to give this ul a id of list. Okay, id of list, and we are just going to target this list. So remember the id selector, so it's just going to select all the elements with the id of list. By the way, there is only going to be one element with this id, because ids are unique, so you cannot give this specific id to any other element. For the list, let's just give it a background color of, let's say, this aquamarine, and let's just increase little bit of font size to 20 pixels and a savior, and let's just see what we are getting. Yep, so here we have our list. And by the way, what you can do here, I'm just going to give these allies class of list item, or not time, list item. So I'm just going to give all the list items this particular class, so that we can target something on the basis of their class. Okay, so just go here, just type like list item, and just put a dot in front of it, because you're targeting these elements on the basis of their class. So like multiple elements can have the same class here. And let's just go here and just give them little bit of border. So let's just give them border of 2 pixels solid. And for the color, let's just go with red. Save it. Okay, so we like red is not looking good. So let me just pick some good colors from the colored hunt.co. So here you will find some cool colors. So I'm just going to select a color from here, because the colors are not looking good enough. So I'm just going to select some colors from here. So let's just choose this color for the background. So let's just give this the background color. So let's see what we are getting. Yep, little bit nicer. Let's just give the font color here, this whitish one. So now we have this whitish color. And for the border, let's just go with this bluish color. Let's just give it a save. Yep, so we have a blue border. What I just want some little bit of margin. So remember margin? Margin is the spacing between these elements. So suppose if I have two boxes here, and if you just want to increase this space, so this is the margin. So let's just give a little bit of margin. Let's just give it a margin of 5 pixels. Yep, that's very great. And let's just also give a little bit of padding. So remember padding? So padding is the space between inside a space. So whatever space you have inside is the padding. So let's just give it a little bit of padding here as well. So padding of 5 pixels. And by the way, yeah, I know you are getting little bit of disturbance from outside. So ignore it for now. Yeah, please ignore it for now. Yeah, so looking little better. And by the way, let's just give them little bit of border radius as well. So border radius of, let's say, 5 pixels here, and save. So we have border radius. But by the way, let's just increase the border width. Yeah, now it's looking good. And you can do all sort of stuff. You can just also increase the font weight. What is the font weight? It's the actually thickness of your font. So let's just go with 24 pixels. Sorry, bold. BOLD, bold. So they are a little bit bolder now. And if you're just if you're just wondering like how to remember all these properties, you don't have to. So you can basically find the list of the properties anywhere. And the thing is that you should understand how actually you are targeting something. So that's the most important part. And now what I'm going to do, like I am just going to create a new file because writing your CSS inside your HTML is not a good thing to do. So we are going to create a separate CSS file and then we are going to join that CSS file with our HTML file. Okay, is this possible? So yeah, it's a name now. Basically, it's easier. Like it's possible to learn coding on a mobile phone, but it's not possible to do coding on a mobile phone. Like it's possible, but it's not easy enough. Yeah, that was a yeah. Noman Ahmed, that's the assignment for the day three. How to make a GitHub link. For that, basically, like ES2, whatever your name is, for that you must have learn about GitHub. And I have a surprise for you, by the way. So if you just want to learn about GitHub, advanced JavaScript, and a lot of stuff, like all the industry leading stuff, like whatever which will help you to get a job and is to improve your resume. You can just look forward for our future dev subscription. So it is just going to be for 2 months. So it's just going to cost you like not 4999. By the way, it's not 499. We are giving a very special offer. So you just have to pay 399 for now. So it's just an introductory offer. So I have an insider news that it's going to like increase very quickly and it will become 999. 999 is almost like 1000 rupees. So it's a great time to get this deal. So it's an introductory offer, and in this deal, you are going to get to learn about modern JavaScript, how to create your top-notch resume, advanced Excel, and also where is the guy like who wanted to learn about GitHub? Uh, Today I'm not feeling well, by the way. Yeah, so there we have the GitHub masterclass. There you will learn about everything about GitHub, from very basic to very advanced, and SEO, DSA, Google Studio, and a lot of stuff. And you will get certificate for all of them. So it's a great deal to have. Like, and for 399, like I really can't believe that we are giving it for 399 only. So like, by the way, it will increase. I have a news like it will increase. So if you just want to join it today or tomorrow, like you just have 2 3 days more to get joined. So you will have classes like sessions every week, 3 hours, and for the 2 months, like you're just going to get 2 months, and each and every weekend you're going to learn a new skill, which will upskill you. And if you just want to make your career, like if you are into what you say, if you're a student, you will get to know how to make your life into this development stuff. And if you're already a working professional, obviously you can just increase your resume like power of your resume just by adding these six skills. And yeah, don't forget we are also teaching you about AWS, like all the stuff which are like most trending, like everybody is asking for it's just going to ask you about these 8 things. Yeah, so you will get the certificates and all. So that's all. Like here I will teach you about the GitHub, by the way. So yeah, so let's just move to the next thing here. Just give me a second, by the way. Mm, just give me a second. Okay, here we are. So yeah, sorry for the disturbance. So let's just continue. So what I'm going to do, by the way, so remember what I told, I'm just going to create a new file. So I'm just going to create a new file from here, new file, and you can name this file anything. Like you can name it like samosa. So you can name this file anything. So I'm just going to name this file um style, or let's say car.css, some anything like that. By the way, just we mostly give it the name of style.css. Okay, by the way, you could give it any name. Just don't forget that you have to give it a ending, yeah, extension of .css, and just give it a save. That's all. Now just copy all of your CSS from here and cut it and paste it here inside your style.css. That's all. Now you can remove this style tag, and instead of this style tag, we are going to use something called link tag. Okay, so this link tag is basically used for like linking a file with your own file. Like you can basically connect a separate file with your own file. For that, just use this link tag, and this link tag basically accepts some parameters. So one parameter is called href, href, and here you have to basically type the file name. So style.css. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that you have seen this href before. So remember what I told you, that some of the attributes are common for some elements. So this href is here also and here also. So like it is also inside this link tag also. And let me just remove this, and you just go over here, and one thing that you also have to provide is called relation. So rel, and here you have to type style sheet and just give it a save. See, so now our this css file is connected to our html file, and for that I am using this very simple link tag. So in this link tag, you have a href attribute. Here you have to pass the like file name and also a relation attribute. It's actually used to tell that what kind of file you're trying to connect. So that's why we use this relation tag here. So what kind of relation this file is having with this HTML document. So that's why we always have to put here relation tag, and here you have to type style sheet because this is our style sheet. So that's why we always put a style sheet. So that's all, nothing more, nothing less, and we have connected our style.css with our HTML. Yep, that's all. So now I'm just going to type all of my CSS here only. Now, so let's just move to the second thing, division. So like let me just remove the first one, and we will also like cover a little bit more of CSS. So don't worry about that. Like CSS is now just going to be continued throughout the session. So I'm just going to do CSS, and we are just going to learn about more stuff and more CSS. So CSS like now forever. So अब CSS कहीं नहीं जाने वाली. So now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to tell you about something called division tag. div. So what is the purpose of this division tag, by the way? So let me just type this div here, and let me just type a content here. Hello, I am a div, and just save it. Okay, so it's not looking like any different here. So even though if I just remove this division tag, I'm just going to get the same output. See? So what is the use of this division tag? So like division is like one of the most basic HTML element, but it is the one of the most used one as well. So we use division a lot, like a really lot. Why? The purpose of division tag is to create a wrapper kind of situation. So suppose if I am just creating a card here. So for that, I'm just going to wrap the card inside this div. Yeah. So my card will have a heading. Okay, heading of, let's say, card, and a little bit of text here. And let me just put I am a paragraph. Okay, so we have created a card here. So if you just want to create one more card, I'm just going to use this division tag to create another card. So I'm just going to create like h1 here again, and let's just put card 2, and let's just put a paragraph here again. I am again a paragraph, and save it. So see, so purpose of this division tag is to create a wrapper where you can basically put your elements. So it just help you to basically divide your code. And also if I just want to style these two things together, if you just want to, you can basically style this division. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to give this division a class of card here, a class of card here. So remember, you can give this class attribute to any element. So I'm just going to give this division a class of card here. And let us go inside our CSS. So now we have a separate file for our CSS. Just type card here. And if it is a class, so I'm just going to put a dot in front of it and these curly brackets. So I'm just going to give this class of card to this division as well, and a save here. Okay, so let's just go here and let's just create a card for us. So I'm just going to give it a border. Okay, so let's just give it a border of 5 pixels, solid, and let's just choose a color from here. So color hunt. So I'm just going to remove rest of the styling because we don't have anything. So I'm just going to go with the card here. Uh, let's just give it this darker background color. So I'm just going to give it a background color of this darker one. And for the border, let's just go with this pinkish red. Okay. So now my card is having like this division. This division is having a border and also the background color. So as you can see, it's kind of wrapper situation here. This division is wrapping these two elements inside of it. So that's the purpose of this division. Let me just give it a color as well. Color is basically used for the text color. So let's just go with this text color here. So because we were not able to see anything, yeah. And now I'm just going to give it a padding as well. So let's just give it a padding of 10 pixels. So now we have a padding here as well. And little bit of margin will do no harm. So let's just go with 20 pixels of margin. So here we have created our card. Isn't it too easy? And they are looking pretty good, by the way. Let's just create a line here as well. So I'm just going to create a line by using HR. So we have a line here as well. So a line here also. Yeah. So now we have a card and let's just give it a border radius, little bit of border radius, 10 pixels. Yeah. So little bit of border radius. Why don't we just increase it to 30? Yeah. Now it's looking good. So now we have created a card by just like typing this much of HTML code and literally a single CSS class. So that's why we use these classes. So by just, as you can see, whatever element is going to have this class is just going to get these stylings. So I just basically given it a class and all. So by the way, now let me just go through the doubts and all. I'm pretty sure that we may have a lot of doubt today. How to choose the different colors? Like I'm going with this website called colorhunt.co, and you can here see a lot of colors here, and you can just copy paste any color of your liking. So just click on the color and the color is going to be get copied. So let's just go with which color? This one. No, this is not looking good. Let's just go with this color, reddish one. So just go here and paste it. That's all. So I'm just using this thing, yeah, colors and all. So that was easy. Okay, how to center the line format, and yeah, I'm just going to tell you about that today. In this course, PHP, no name. We basically going to cover Node.js and JavaScript, by the way, not PHP. And if you want to have PHP sessions, you can just like drop a message to us. We will also have a PHP session for you. How to jump to the next page? Anchor, class and ID. Yeah, Shaib, I'm just going to Shadab. Yeah, Sadab, I'm just going to create that for you. How to center the content. For centering the content, you can just go here and type text align, and just type center here. So see, all the content is in the center. But in this case, like I just I don't want to like put the content here in the center. So that's why I wasn't using it. So just do text align center. See, everything will become in the center. These properties are so easy, like really so easy. By the way, let's just move to the next part here. Something called flex. Something called flex. So I'm just going to create one more card here. Card 1, 2, and card 3. So right now we have 3 cards here. And one more property that I want to tell you about is called width. So right now it's taking the complete width. See, The cards are taking the complete width. So if you just want to fix the width for any element, just go here and type width. And for the width, let's just go with 500 pixels. So see, the width is fixed to 500 pixels. Let me just decrease the width to, let's say, 300 pixels. So now they are 300 pixels. Okay. And you can also give it a height as well. So height of, let's say, 200 pixels. So we have a height of 200 pixels. So let me just go with 100. 100 is too less. Let's just go with 150. Yeah. So we have like 150 pixels of height and 300 pixels of width. So you can also give them a height and width. Okay, that's great. So now the thing is that we are going to learn today is basically called something called flex. And what is the purpose of flex first of all? What is the use of flex? So the use of flex is to arrange your content on your screen. So as you can see right now, our whole content is like following, like is starting from the new line. So it is starting from here, then the new line, and then the new line. Suppose if I just want to make them side by side, how you can do that? Or suppose if you just want to make them like top, bottom, left, right, if you just want to move them anywhere, how you can do that? So for that thing, let me just decrease the width little bit. Okay, little bit of width is reduced. Okay, we can just reduce it little bit more. Let's just make it 200 pixels. Okay. So now we have our three small cards here, and I just want to make them like side by side. And before that, let me just give this whole body a background color. So what I'm going to do, first of all, let's just choose a color. Like for no reason, I'm selecting a color here. So everything is just going to look a little pretty. So remember, what is the purpose of div? Div is basically used to wrap everything. So I'm just going to create one more div here. One more div here. Okay. And I'm just going to put all of my HTML here inside of this division. Inside of this division. Okay. And let's just give this division an ID of container. You can give any ID, by the way. So I'm just going to give this ID of container and save it. And let's just select the container by ID. So container here. And let's just give it a background color of this thing. The color, this greenish one. And just save it. And let's just see what we are getting. Yeah. So that's the purpose of this division tag. So this division is basically used to wrap everything. And now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to give this division a height of 100% and width of 100%. So 100% actually means take as much as height as possible, like take everything. Okay, 100 pixels, and for now I'm just going to give it a 100 VH. I'm just going to tell you about what is this VH is. Okay, I'm just going to tell you about what is this VH. But for now, see, so I'm having a little bit of background color here. And now what we are going to do actually, now we are going to move these cards, these three cards around this layout. We're just going to move it card. So let me just go at the very top here and let's say. So if you see closely, I have just created a division tag here with the ID of container, and I have just put all of my cards inside of this division. All of the cards inside of the division. This is a card, this is a card, this is a card, which is inside this division container. And I just want to move these three cards inside of this division container. Yep. So let's just go inside this container and just stay with me and look closely. Just go here and give it a property called display of flex and just give it a save. Now see, all of my cards are like now side by side. As soon as you give display flex to any of the container, any element. If you then give them the display flex, everything inside of that, every content which is inside of it, it's just going to follow the main axis. So what is the main axis, by the way? So like see, this green background is actually the container division. This green background is actually this division, this green division. This is because see the background color green for the ID container here. Okay. So and I have given this container a display of flex. So as soon as you do this, what happens? all the content is just going to follow the main axis. And what is the main axis? So this is the main axis. Main axis starts from left to right. Okay, so this is the main axis. Main axis. So all the content inside of this division, which have a very special property called display flex, it's just going to follow the main axis. Okay, so that's why they are like moving from here to here. Previously they were starting from new line, but now they are following the main axis. Okay. Okay, what is the difference between inline property? Yeah, Faiz, like display flex and the display inline are two different things. What is the VH, sir? Okay, so let me just tell you about what is this 100 VH is. So 100 VH is actually is basically a unit in CSS. So remember till now we were using pixels. So if I just do 100 pixels, so see it is having 100 pixels. You can do basically the 1000 pixels. So now it is 1000 pixels. I can just go with the 800 pixels. So it's 800 pixels height. The height is 800 pixels. Similarly, we have one more kind of unit called VH. Okay. So VH is actually the view height. So this is the height. So how much height you have? So if I just write here 50 VH, so it actually means 50% of the height available on your screen. So it will come here. Okay, so let me just save it. So see, it is coming here, 50% of the height available. If I just do it like 30 VH, so 30 VH is almost here, 30 VH, and see a little bit like I misunderstood it. So 30 VH, and if I just do 100 VH, it means take as much as screen available for you. So it's taking all the screen, like all the screen available for me. So that's 100 VH. Yeah. By the way, I could have just used 800 pixels as well. 800 pixels because my screen width is like 800 pixels only. Little bit more than 800 pixels. That's all. So now let's just move to the next thing. So now what you can do actually. So now remember the main axis. Just now I told you about the main axis. So this is the main axis. All the content is just going to follow the main axis. And if you just want to move your content along the main axis, we have one more property here, which we call justify content. Okay. If I just type here space between, okay, and if I just save it, so see they are having the maximum space in between of them. Let me just give you a quick recap like what I have done right now. So as soon as you give something a property of display flex, you have unlocked some extra CSS property for that particular HTML element. Okay, so what is the thing here? So I have given this division container a display property flex. So now I have basically unlocked some extra CSS property, and one of these CSS property is called justify content. So suppose if you just want to move your content along the main axis, so this is the main axis, and and right now all of my content is here in the beginning, and if you want to move your content along this main axis here and there, so in that case we use this property called justify content, and it accepts some values. So space between. So if you give this property space between, all the contents are now going to have maximum space they can have in between of them. So they will convert from this to this. So they will have as much as space they can have in between of them. Okay, so let me just show you to you. So this is space between, and as soon as I remove this justify content property, so they are in the starting. They are in the starting, like, yep. And if I just do here justify content space between, let me just do a little bit zoom out and say, so they are having the maximum space they can have in between of them. Similarly, we have justify like flex end, so they will come at the end. So see, so they are coming at the end. Then we have flex start, so it is the default one, so like they will come at the beginning. Then we have space evenly, so they will have equal space in between of them. See, this space is equals to this space, equals to this space, equals to this space. And also we have space around. So it is also little bit equals to space between. There's a little bit of difference. So what is the difference, by the way? So this difference and this difference is equals to this difference and this difference. So you can just play with all these properties, by the way. Use whatever you which suits you. So that's we call the justify content. Now, if we have a main axis, we also have something called cross axis. So remember, this is the main axis. Then we have a cross axis, which is basically moving top to bottom. And if you just want to move your content along the main axis, this top to bottom, for that we have one more CSS property which we call align items. Align items. And if I just type center here, so everything will come inside this center. See, everything is in the center. Similarly, if I just type flex end here, so everything is in the end. Then we have something called flex start, so everything will be in the start. So let me just go with the flex center now. So we are in the center. So now let me just give you a quick recap. So as soon as you give this property display flex to any HTML element, all the things which are inside of it are just going to follow the main axis. So let me just show it to you. As soon as I remove this property of display flex, let me just remove it for now. Everything is following the normal pattern. They are starting from the new line. Now if I just give it a property of display flex, now they will basically follow the main axis. And if you just want to move your content along the main axis, use the property justify content. And if you just want to move your content along the cross axis, the top to bottom one, use the property called align items. And that's all about flex for now. Now let me just go through the doubts. I am feeling like you are having like billions of doubts here. Okay, Karthik, if you just want to attend the quiz, just visit the one link here. Yep, visit this one link, and here you will find the Telegram and the WhatsApp group. You can basically join them and you will get the quizzes there. Okay, and let me just tell you about the yesterday's winner. So for the yesterday's quiz winner, we have Bhargavi Sunny. Sorry if I just pronounced your name wrong. By the way, congratulations to you. Like you won 500 rupees worth of Amazon coupon. And Sumit and Isha, like your name have Sanjay. Yeah, Sumit and Isha, you're going to get 150 and 100 LU coins respectively. You can use these coins on our platform to like redeem certificates to, and also to like get some exciting prizes and all sort of stuff. And again, I just want to remind you about the future dev subscription just for 399, and the offer is very limited. So if you just want to join this future dev subscription, do it now, because afterwards it's just going to increase to 1000 rupees. It's an introductory and the festive option. So like go, you're going to be like, you are not going to regret, by the way. You're not going to regret after joining these sessions. Yeah, and by the way, we are starting our new batches from 8th of October. So if you just want to join our full stack program, so there we will cover everything in 6 months. All the courses are like job ready. You will get a job for sure after completing the 6 months of course. All the courses are very cheap. Like you won't find like this price anywhere else, because I've seen all the coachings and all rest of the things. But this is the like deal breaker stuff. If you just want to join our full stack course, you can do it with that. And if you just want to try us first, you can just go with the future dev subscription. It is just costing you 400 rupees, like less than a pizza. Okay, so that's great. How to get a certificate? So as soon as like the sessions are completed, you will get a download certificate button here, and for that you basically have to attend the session and you have to mark the attendance. So after that you can basically get your certificate for free. Okay, I think we have a program for like data analyst as well. So let me just see. Yeah, we have like full stack data science program. So go there, like, and yeah, I just forgot to tell you about that. Yeah, full stack data science program. So you can enroll into this, and the coupon code I have for you, like I have a coupon code SK10. So if you just want to get like 10% off, it's my special coupon code. I somehow arranged this for you. So use it SK10 and you will get 10% instant off. So if you just want to get enrolled into a full stack web developer program, you can, and for the data science as well. And as I told you, you won't regret. And if you just want to compare, yeah, you can compare, like it's the best course out there. Yeah, it's available here. You can just visit the website. Yeah, grid, we will cover the grid, but not in this session. Yeah, the thing is, like we basically select the person who submit the answer early. So that's why. You will get the assignment in the one link. Oh yeah. Why, sir, container height in the percentage? Like I could have also given the width is in the VW as well. But for no reason I have given this a percentage just to show you more units. There's no reason behind it. You can basically use any kind of units as you like. So it's completely depends on your design. By the way, animation, remember? So let me just tell you about little bit of animation. So here we have our cards, three cards. So let me just tell you about something called the pseudo classes. So what are the pseudo classes? We, we have something called pseudo classes. And the spelling of pseudo starts from P. Pseudo classes. So what are the pseudo classes? Pseudo classes are basically selecting, yes, selecting some special state of your element. So what are these state? So if I hover over this card, so this card is in a very special state of getting hovered. Hovering means moving your cursor over something. So I'm hovering over this card. Okay. And if you just want to select something when it is getting hovered, if you just want to select something when it is getting hovered, that in that case you can use some pseudo classes. How to use it? First of all, select the card. Okay, select the element for which you want to select the pseudo class. Okay, and after that use these two semicolons and type hover here and these brackets. That's all. Okay, that's all. So now whatever you are just going to write here, whatever CSS properties, so let me just type a background color of red. Background color of red. Okay, so now what is going to happen, as soon as I will hover over it, this CSS property is just going to get applied for that particular card. Okay, so let me just show it to you. See, it is becoming red because now I'm hovering over it, and as soon as you are hovering on this card, this CSS property is getting applied. Why? Because I'm selecting the card and the special state of the card hover. Okay, so you can do it for anything, by the way, for anything, for any element. So let me just give it like some different color. Let's just go with I'm not feeling really good today, like I'm having a cold. Like yesterday it was raining a lot and I just wanted to see Ravan getting burned. So I was like watching the Ravan getting burned. It was amazing because it was raining a lot and it was burning. So that was little, yeah, by the way. So see, you, as you can see here, as soon as I hover over it, the colors are changing. And you can basically write any CSS property here. So what I'm going to do, I'm just also going to increase the width of it. So I just increase the width to, let's say, 220 pixels, 220 pixels, and also a little bit of height to 160 pixels. So as soon as I'm just going to hover over it, any card, yeah, any card, anything which is having a property or class of card is going to get hovered, is going to get these three CSS properties. See, isn't it looking good? Little bit of animation. And let me just do one more thing for you. Let's just change the border color as well. So let's just go with this border color, the yellow one, orange one. So let's just give it a border of 5 pixels, solid. Let's say dotted. Yeah, let's just go with a dotted, and the color is this one. So as soon as I will hover over it, see, all these CSS properties are going to get applied, and as soon as I remove my hover, all the property will be gone and everything in the normal card is just going to get applied. Just try it by yourself. It's a lot of fun to do. And now one thing you can notice, it's like it's not smooth, it's so fast, like as soon as I do it, like, and I just don't want to happen, I just want smoothness. For that, just go inside your container like this card and you have to type a special property called transition. Yeah, transition, and just mention a time here. So like 1 second, 1s, 1s, and save it. So see, it is going to take 1 second to complete this transition. I'm just going to type 0.5 second for now, 0.5 second, and save it. So it's just going to take 0.5 seconds to basically to complete this animation, to complete this transition. All these properties are just going to get applied within 0.5 seconds. So just try it by yourself. Like, it's a lot of fun to do, like a really great thing to do. And let me just cover the doubts first of all. Give me 1 second, by the way. Okay, so here we are. RAM. What about the RAM? Yeah, Ahmed, basically it is also one of the unit in the CSS. Like, we have so many units. And again, if you just want to learn about everything inside the CSS in HTML, you have to basically take the full stack course, because it's impossible to cover everything in the 5 days of this course, isn't it? So that's why basically okay. So yeah, service, I'm just going to cover it out. No, Aditya, 16 pixel is equals to 1 RAM. 16 pixels, no 10 pixels. Yeah, project, we are going to make a portfolio project. Oh, by the way, where I was at, like somebody is asking how to get that finger icon. Remember, we have these kind of fingers on it. So how to get this finger icon? For that, just go here, and there's a property called cursor. Cursor, and you can basically have any kind of cursor. We have pointer, progress. So let's just go with the pointer. See, now I have a hand here. Let's just go with the progress. So now I have a progress here. See, it's taking loading sign. And basically you have all sort of stuff. We have copy, default, grab. So if I just do grab, I will get this grabbing icon. So that's very easy. Like, as I told you, these properties are very easy to use. Okay, so I think I don't have to mention all the properties here. So now I have these things. So today we created the card with animation, and see the code we have written. So like this much of code. Let me just remove all the extra spaces here. So it's like almost 28 lines of code, and we have created this thing. And basically you can create a lot of stuff just by writing this very small amount of code. And you can basically give colors, images, and its animations are on your creativity. You can change anything. Okay, so like we covered everything that we were intended. Like, we cover more about CSS, animation, the flex, and the division. So we basically covered everything, and I think let me just give you some extra stuff for no reason, because we already completed today's syllabus. And before that, like, so I'm just going to teach you some extra thing. So what is the extra thing? I just want to change the fonts here. So see, I just want to change this font, the font in which we are writing. Where the font? Yeah. So how to change this font? So extra stuff, alert, extra stuff. So we are going to learn something extra here. Okay, so yeah, winners again. Yeah, sure. So the winners are, okay, for Bhargavi for the first prize, Sumit and Isha for second and third. Pin me if you are in the chat, by the way. Yeah. And let's just move with the extra topic. So how to change your font? For the font, first of all, you have to choose a font for your web page. So type here Google Fonts. Okay, it's basically a library, and here you are just going to find all the list. Like, you are just going to get a list of fonts that you can use on a website. So let's just go on the fonts here. So see, we have lots of fonts here. So let me just choose. Okay, I think category, let's choose all the categories. Font, अरे बाकी font कहाँ गए, बहुत सारे हैं. Okay, play fair. Search for the font. Let me just choose a font called Poppins. Okay, this one. So select the font that you want to use for your website. and just go here and select this thing, yeah, thin, extra light. Select everything from here. It's very easy. Just do selection. That's all. I just go here, and here you will find something. Let me just remove all of the rest of the font, because if initially I had a lot of font there, so I basically have to remove all these fonts. Poppins, I have Lato here, Playfair. So like I use this a lot, so that's why I have lots of font already. So let me just unselect all of the fonts. Just give me a second. Okay, remove all, and just go here and select all the fonts, weights and all. Select everything. You just have to do this one time, by the way. And just copy this link. You will get a link here. Yeah, copy this thing and paste it at the very top of your website. Just paste it here. And now what you have to do, just go anywhere. Like suppose if you just want to use this font here, they also give you the CSS property. So CSS property, we call it the font family. So in the font family, just type the name of your font. That's all. If I just go over here and let's see, so the font are changed. By the way, let me just increase the width here, like width is too less here. So let me just increase the width to 300 pixels. Yep. See, so if I just remove this font family, so this was the previous font. Now this is the latest font, Poppins. I like this font a lot. So guys, that's it for the today's session. And before ending our session, let me just tell you about the announcement. That the announcement was like I had the announcement. I forward it. Yeah, announcement was like we have this future dev subscription. Just go here, try it once. We are just going to give you 8 certificates just for 399. And if you just want to improve your resume, just go and get enrolled into this course. 399 just, and you're just going to get the subscription for 2 months straight. Each and every week you're going to learn a new skill, starting with modern JavaScript, top-notch resume, Excel, GitHub, AWS, Google Data Studio, DSA, and SEO, and a lot of stuff. You will get latest news about the tech on your mail. Like it's completely full pack, and it's just going to cost you 399 for now. After that, it's just going to increase to 1000. And if you just want to start your journey, and if you're already in between of your journey, and if you just want to upskill yourself, just try it once, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I think I'm just going to take your 2 sessions from here. So I hope I will see you in this session. And also, if you're interested in our full stack program, just visit our website once, and here you will find the full stack course that we are providing, a full stack program for the data science and for the web development as well. And I have a coupon code for you, SK10, and you are just going to get 10% of instant off. These courses are completely job ready, 3 months of duration, and we are just going to cover everything from very scratch to the very advanced. And if you're a student or a working professional, it doesn't make any difference here, because we have very special syllabus for everyone. So that's it for today. Tomorrow we are just going to create the project. So I just hope I will see you. How many lectures you will take? Tomorrow is the last session, so don't forget to join tomorrow's session. And bye bye, and have a nice day.
Hey, hi guys, this is Sai Kiran from LetsUpgrade, and I'm here today to congratulate you all guys for completing or like for pursuing our essentials program in various fields what we do. And I want to tell that yes, this is amazing program what you're doing, but if you want to continue this learning and want to take your career to next level with a one-on-one personal mentorship what we are not providing in essentials, and also build real-time projects, then join our 6 months PGP full stack program in data science or AIML or web development in MERN stack or Python Django. That's it. Bye bye.